3 hours ago. Not yesterday. Not last week. Just moments ago. And what happened? Honestly, this wasn't an ordinary moment. This wasn't just another airport video. This wasn't just about an outfit. This was a brief moment that made the world pause and look in one direction. Hello, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to the Taekook Diary channel. And before you scroll, before you think, oh, it's just another airport clip, pause for a second. Because what was captured at Lisbon Airport this morning is not something you can simply pass by. Lisbon, February 9, 2026. The airport was moving as usual, people walking by. The sound of rolling suitcases. Flights arriving and departing. Until BTS appeared. And among the 7 figures, one detail instantly locked the world's attention. Kim Taehyung. Walking calmly. A relaxed expression. Natural hair. And one red jacket that seemed to mute everything around him. This was not an ordinary jacket. This was not a soft red. This was a living red. A bold red. A red that stood alone among the neutral tones worn by the other members. Black. Brown. Dark green. Everything blended into the background. But Taehyung? He looked like a giant exclamation mark in the middle of a quiet sentence. What's fascinating is that Taehyung didn't do anything. No excessive waves. No searching for cameras. No forced expressions. He simply walked. And that is exactly where the power lies. Because when someone doesn't try to attract attention, yet still becomes the center of attention, that isn't coincidence. That is influence. Within minutes, the video spread across social media. Comments poured in from different countries, different languages. Many people said the same thing. Why does the atmosphere feel different? Why does it feel like everything slowed down? Why does this moment feel quiet, but powerful? International fashion communities quickly identified the jacket as the Balenciaga oversized zip-up bomber jacket red edition. Oversized silhouette. Structured shoulders. Minimalist design. And then one number began circulating. The price of the jacket was reported to be between $2,350 and $2,700 US. And as expected, the internet exploded once again. But let's be honest. This was never really about the price. It wasn't about the brand. It was about context. When everyone else chose to stay safe, Taehyung chose contrast. When the surroundings felt muted, he appeared as color, and all of it happened without visible effort. Yet there was another part of the video that made many armies fall silent. Not the jacket. Not the walk. But a small moment that could have easily been missed. Taehyung walking closely with Jungkook and Jin. Almost no distance between them. And in one brief moment, both Taehyung's and Jungkook's hands were seen resting on Jin's shoulders. Not dramatic. Not staged. Not meant for the camera. But precisely because of that, it felt real. A gesture that spoke of trust. Of safety. Of Jin as the axis, the Hyung, the place they naturally lean on without words. At that point, many viewers stopped commenting. Because moments like this cannot be fabricated. They cannot be trained. They cannot be recreated on demand. They either happen, or they don't. According to reports from South Korean and European entertainment industry sources, BTS's presence in Portugal is linked to the filming of an upcoming group project titled Taehyung. If this information is accurate, then what we witnessed today was not just a departure. It was a marker. A marker of a new BTS phase after a long wait. And Lisbon may have been only the beginning. Outside of their packed schedule, Taehyung was also seen interacting warmly with a fan at a local tart shop. No excessive distance. No cold attitude. Just a short, human conversation. And for many fans, moments like this often leave a deeper impression than grand stages ever could. For about a week in Portugal, BTS reportedly completed multiple group contents with high intensity. Yet among all those details, one pattern appeared once again. Contrast. When others blended in, Taehyung appeared as color. Always different. Always bold. And almost never half-hearted. So now comes the honest question. Why does every step Kim Taehyung takes trigger such extreme reactions? Why can one jacket move the global market? Why can one small gesture spark emotional discussions across cultures? Or perhaps, the world has always known the answer, but hasn't been fully ready to admit it. Lisbon was just one morning. The airport was just one place. The red jacket was just one item. Yet once again, the impact spread worldwide. And as always, Kim Taehyung made no statement at all. He didn't explain. He didn't defend himself. He didn't clarify. He simply walked. While the world, once again, became noisy because of him. Now I want to ask you directly. Do you think this was only about fashion? Or was it about aura and influence that not everyone possesses? Share your thoughts in the comments. I truly want to read perspectives from armies around the world. If this video gave you something meaningful, don't forget to hit like so the algorithm knows content like this deserves to be shared. Subscribe to Taekook Diary if you don't want to miss any important moments from Taehyung, Jungkook, and BTS moving forward. And turn on notifications, because what comes next feels much bigger. Because one thing is certain. As long as Kim Taehyung keeps walking, the world will keep turning its head. And we will always be here, documenting every step together.